Do you have stiff and tight hips and you're trying to improve your flexibility? In this video, I'm gonna go over one concept you cannot miss to improve your mobility. What's going on? I'm Dr. Nick, and in today's video, we're gonna be going over a key concept you cannot miss when you're trying to improve your flexibility. The classic stuff of just throwing up your leg, bending over, feeling a nice hamstring stretch, holding it for 10, 15, 30 seconds, and then coming off of it, you feel a little bit less stiff, less tight, but that didn't teach your nervous system at all how to control a new range of motion that you're getting into, which is super important to actually improve your mobility. All that type of stuff does is reduce stiffness and tightness. You want to teach the nervous system how to control those new ranges of motions. There's various techniques. We're going to be going over one key technique in this video. A good visual on this is think about a muscle from a band perspective. So the muscle is on slack, and then if we stretch it, it's taut. So if we go like this, and our hamstring muscles are here, going to the back of the pelvis and then to the knee, if I bend over, I'm gonna put the hamstring muscle on stretch. I hold it for a period of time. When I come off, it feels less stiff, less tight. A couple hours later, you're gonna feel stiff again. Because what this is doing, when you hang out on a stretch like this for a period of time, it talks to the receptors in our muscles, trying to tell it to relax a little bit. So you're basically just talking with the muscle spindles. That is monitoring the length of the muscle. And when we go under tension and we hold it for a period of time, we start to also talk with these other type of muscle receptors called the Golgi tendon receptors, which are actually located in the tendons. So those are monitoring stress and force. So if we're here and we're hanging out on a stretch, we're putting more force and more stress through that area. We do that enough, it will start to reflexively inhibit those muscle receptors to then ultimately reduce stiffness and tightness. So in this video, we're going to be going over the concept of PAILs and rails, progressive angular isometrics and regressive angular isometrics. This is a concept from functional range conditioning that we're going to be applying here. This concept is huge for improving your flexibility for one part to actually do this. So we're going to be focusing on our hamstrings. Now, if we put ourselves up into a box like this, and we keep our knees slightly bent, stay up nice and tall, and we just think about getting our belly button over our knee, which brings our pelvis into an anterior pelvic tilt like so. Just like this, I'll start to feel a nice hamstring stretch versus just folding over and bending over. We're really stretching the back in that case. So the idea, sit up nice and tall, think about your tail towards the ceiling, and that will feel a nice stretch into the hamstring. Now, the concept of PAILs and rails comes into play after the passive stretch. So for an example, say the time period has been down 30 seconds or a minute or 2 minutes. The PAILs contraction is going to be driving the whole leg. You want to think mind-body connection of driving the whole leg down through the box. What that does is build isometric strength or isometric loading to the hamstrings. That would be the PAILs contraction. So you want to think about your heel is on a scale and you're going 10 pounds, 20 pounds, 30 pounds, 40 pounds. You're building up, and then once you get to the safest, greatest effort, you want to hold that contraction for a period of time. In this example, we'll do 10 seconds. Hey, real quick, if you're liking this content, I would really appreciate it if you hit that subscribe button. It really helps out with my channel, and I really do appreciate it. All right, back to the content. That would be the PAILs contraction. Then the rails contraction is contracting the opposite side, the quad, the hip flexor, and trying to lift off, which is bringing ourselves further into the stretch when we do this. That will be activating all of this stuff, and we hold that contraction for 10 seconds. This concept teaches the muscle and the joints how to function in this new range of motion. This concept can be applied to all areas of the body, but we're just going over this demonstration to the hamstrings. So let's go over the sequence. We're here, knees slightly bent, tail towards the ceiling, which shifts our pelvis back. Feel a nice stretch. We're holding. Then 2 minutes has gone by, 30 seconds have gone by, whatever's going to be applicable to you. After this, the stretch, I'm now pushing down through the box really hard right now, and I feel my hamstrings working. I'm going to my safest, greatest effort, and I'm going to hold that now. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Really feeling this work. 3, 2, 1. Now I'm going to reverse it and try to lift off. And I'm going to use all my quad and my hip flexor. And I'm holding that. 10, 9, 8, 7, feeling all of this working. 3, 2, 1, relax, and then I move further into the stretch. And then you're gonna repeat that cycle. What this does, instead of just throwing your leg up, bending over for 30 seconds and calling it a day, what this does is create in different lengths of range of motion the active control by building isometric strength into new ranges. What that does is teaches the nervous system how to control those new ranges of motion while you're in a lengthened position. Now, is this the only concept that you would have to do to improve your hamstring flexibility? No, but this is the beginning phase to then work on other stuff right after this. So this is a crucial piece to the puzzle when you're actually trying to improve your flexibility, and you don't want to miss it. So I hope this concept in this video made you understand a little bit more about the complexities of actual improving your flexibility. In this case, we just demonstrated one concept of pails and rails for the hamstring muscle group, but there's many other ways that you can go about this, positions, different areas, different lines of tension that you want to go through, but it's the concept to understand and how to apply it that's the most foundational and crucial for long term, versus the classic stuff of just hanging out in a passive stretch for a little bit and calling it a day. That only, like we mentioned in the beginning, reduces stiffness and tightness by manipulating the stretch reflex, the muscle spindles, and or Golgi tendon organs in the tendons that monitor stress and force, or tension. So that's the idea. We want to get away from the reduction of just short-term relief and really build into new ranges of motion to actually work on improving flexibility for the long run. If you did find value in this video, I would really appreciate it if you subscribe to my channel down below, like this video, turn on your post notifications so you never miss a video when I put it out. It really helps out with the algorithm, and I really do appreciate the support. If you're interested in learning more about what you can actually do to get out of pain or improve your flexibility so that you're not just dealing with it or afraid to push through workouts or do what you want because of pain worsening or not sure what to do, then click the link below and schedule your free discovery call with me or one of my team members. The free discovery call, there's no risks, there's no obligations, there's no hidden catch. It's simply just to learn a little bit more about what's going on and potentially see like what direction that you would best head towards in your specific journey, and potentially let us help you get you on the right path of that. So if you're interested in that, click the link down below, schedule your call, and hope to talk to you if you decide to actually do that. This is Dr. Nick. Thank you for coming out to check out this video, and I really do hope this was helpful. I'll see you next time.